The host addresses the sleeping cook, asking if anyone can wake him. The cook awakens, pale and groggy, proclaiming he would rather sleep than drink the finest wine in Cheapside. The Maniciple steps in courteously, excusing the cook, while mocking him for his drunkenness, pointing out his open mouth, foul breath, and general state. Furious but too drunk to respond, the cook promptly falls off his horse. The group lifts him out of the mud, and the host comments that the cook is too intoxicated to tell a tale, and has enough trouble staying on his horse. The host advises the Maniciple that openly mocking the cook is unwise, as the cook might one day seek revenge. The Maniciple dismisses this concern and offers the cook a draught of wine. The cook gratefully accepts, and everyone is amused. The host remarks that good drink can turn rancor into love, blessing Bacchus, the god of wine. He then asks the Maniciple to share his tale. When Phoebus, the god of poetry, lived on earth, he was the most lusty of bachelors, an excellent archer, and envied for his musical talents. Phoebus kept a white crow in his house, a bird that could imitate human speech and sing more beautifully than a nightingale. Phoebus also had a wife, whom he loved more than his own life, treating her with utmost courtesy. However, he was extremely jealous and watched her suspiciously. The narrator cynically reminds us that guarding a wife closely is pointless. If she is faithful, there is no need for it. If she is unfaithful, no amount of monitoring will ensure her fidelity. A bird in a gilded cage would still prefer to eat worms in the forest. Men, like animals, have natural instinct that cannot be tamed. Similarly, men often have a desire to sleep with someone of lower social status than their wives. Unbeknownst to Phoebus, his wife had another lover, a man of little reputation. One day, when Phoebus was away, she called for her lover. The white crow witnessed their affair, but remained silent until Phoebus returned home. The crow then sung, "Cuckow, cuckow, cuckold, cuckold." Initially, Phoebus thought the bird was singing an unfamiliar song, but the crow clarified that his wife had been unfaithful. Phoebus, feeling as if his heart had burst, took his bow, set an arrow to it, and killed his wife. In his sorrow, he destroyed his musical instruments and snapped his arrows and bow. He then turned to the crow, calling it a traitor and accusing it of lying. To quieten on thy false tale, he plucked out all the crow's white feathers, made it black, and took away its song and speech, casting it out of his home. From that day forward, all crows have been black. The narrator advises his audience to be careful with their words. Never tell a man that he is a cuckold, for he will hate the messenger. One should remember the fate of the crow and hold one's tongue.